Mr. Daft, at Brandeis University, you lied like you lied earlier today about the situation in Colombia. You said that at no time was any Sinatronal Union leader ever harmed by paramilitary security forces at any of your plants. Yet Isidro Gil was assassinated, murdered in one of your bottling plants in Colombia.
A los 7 días de ese asesinato de nuestro compañero, los paramilitares ingresan a la planta en una cantidad ya de 13 o 14 paramilitares, hacen una fila con todo el personal y les dicen que son las 7 de la mañana, que tienen plazo hasta las 4 de la tarde para renunciar al sindicato, que o si no pues serán asesinados, que la única forma es renunciando al sindicato para poder seguir trabajando con Coca-Cola.
All of these companies are basically making the same argument that Coca-Cola is making in our case, which is that we, Coca-Cola Company, we're an Atlanta-based company. We don't have anything to do with what happens offshore. But they're profiting from it, they're controlling it, and in all aspects it is their business. And that's our challenge, is to educate the courts and the public that corporations here are in fact responsible for everything that is done in their name to make money for them in their overseas ventures.
We had a meeting a couple weeks ago in Washington. Coke called the meeting. And the meeting didn't go well. Essentially, they offered us the same thing they offered us last year, which was, it was insulting. They said because these plaintiffs are Colombian, we have to give a discount. We have to discount the monetary value of their claim because they're Colombian opposed to American.
We're in Wilmington, Delaware, by the Hotel DuPont, where Coke's annual shareholders meeting. The annual shareholders meeting is the only place that you know that you can go eyeball to eyeball or face to face with the top policymakers of the company. Why is Coke so afraid of a real investigation of the past as well as the present?
Well, Ray, let me ask you this question.
What we do is we chase corporations around and use a law that was passed in 1789 by the first Congress. It's called the Alien Tort Statute, and it essentially says that an alien can sue for a human rights violation that is a violation of the law of nations.
And for those stockholders who don't know the basic charge of the lawsuit, let me just quote one statement in the lawsuit. The lawsuit charges that Coca-Cola bottlers in Colombia contracted with or otherwise directed paramilitary security forces that utilized extreme violence and murdered, tortured, unlawfully detained, or otherwise silenced trade union leaders.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué nos asesina? Si somos la esperanza de América Latina. Coca-Cola!
I'm here in New York today. It's February 24th, 2006, for our first hearing in front of the judge, U.S. District Court judge, in our case, our newly filed case against the Coca-Cola Company and related companies for human rights abuses in Turkey.
Listen, this judge is one very, very smart, very intelligent. He knows these claims. That's a good thing. He's had experience with the Alien Tort Act, which a lot of judges doesn't have. He comes from a more liberal background, and for this case, I don't think you could get a better judge. He's just going to make sure that we should stay here. If we can stay here, Coke's going to have a tough time.